Have you ever stopped to think why some people seem to attract money with an almost magical facility, while others, even striving to exhaustion, remain stuck in the cycle of scarcity? The answer is not in effort. It's not in the number of hours worked, much less in luck. The truth is deeper and more powerful. Money is a frequency, and you, consciously or not, are transmitting a vibration that either attracts or repels this energy. Everything in the universe vibrates. Everything emits a frequency. Money is no exception. When you understand this, the game changes, because you stop chasing money and start attracting it naturally, magnetically, inevitably. But attention, the vibration you emit is not controlled by your conscious desire. It is determined by what is installed in the depths of your subconscious mind, and that is where the real transformation begins, in the reprogramming of your inner vibrational field. Are you ready to figure out how to realign your frequency to become a true magnet of abundance? So take a deep breath and get ready, because what follows can completely transform your relationship with money and with your own energy. You can repeat 1,000 statements about prosperity, view mansions and luxury cars every day. But if your subconscious is programmed with scarcity beliefs, nothing will really change. The subconscious mind is like the ground where reality manifests itself. And what is planted there? Old beliefs inherited from your childhood, society, religion, culture. Phrases like, money is dirty, only enriches the corrupt. I was not born to be rich, money is hard. These ideas create an energetic field that limits their frequency. No matter how much you want to earn more, your field vibrates the lack, and the universe responds in the same tune. The key is not in wanting more, it's in clearing the field. Deprogram mental waste. Dissolve ideas that block the flow of abundance. Only when you clear the ground can you plant new seeds, and this process is not mental. It's energetic, it's vibrational. You need to become someone compatible with the energy of abundance, and it starts by recognizing you don't have to chase after money. You just need to stop pushing it away. You are a walking energy field. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field 10s of times more powerful than the brain. This field communicates to the universe who you are. Really, not what you say, not what you desire, but what you vibrate. And the craziest, this field is creating its reality all the time. You're like a radio station broadcasting a signal, and the universe responds with events, people, and opportunities that are on the same frequency. If your field is vibrating fear, scarcity, guilt, or frustration, you will only tune in to experiences that mirror these vibrations. Now imagine what happens when you start to vibrate security, gratitude, inner power, and merit. You start to attract opportunities, ideas, connections, and even money, as if it were magic. But it's not magic. It's energy science. Its field is its magnetism, and it is never turned off. The only question is, what are you emitting now? Everything around you is a reflection of what is inside you. If you keep saying that you are always short of money, that the accounts do not close, that money is never enough, the universe is only obeying its vibrational command. You may not even notice, but are constantly reaffirming your reality of scarcity, and the money responds to it like a mirror. Internal vibration creates external projection, and changing the financial reality begins by changing your relationship with the energy of money. Do you treat money with respect or fear? With gratitude or anxiety? Do you feel worthy of abundance, or live sabotaging yourself with guilt and shame? Your energetic response is what shapes the mirror of life. Remember, the universe does not listen to your words. He feels your frequency, and it is based on that he gives you exactly what you are ready to receive. Quantum physics has already proved the observer influences the observed reality. That is, your consciousness shapes the world around you. You are not here just living a reality. You are creating it, moment by moment, through your focus, emotion, and intention. When you connect to the feeling of abundance before even money arrives, you create a quantum wave that collapses probabilities and manifests the result on the physical plane. This is the true spiritual alchemy. Feel like it's already real. Enter the inner state of wealth, so that the universe aligns with your field and brings it to your life. Everything starts inside. Nothing happens outside without first having happened inside. You are the creator of your financial universe, and the laboratory where everything starts is your vibrational field. Few know this, but the universe does not respond to your isolated thoughts. It responds to the emotional vibration you carry behind them. You can mentalize wealth all day. You can repeat mantras, paste post-its of affirmations throughout the house. But if deep down you are feeling fear, anxiety, frustration, or doubt, it is this emotion that will be captured by the quantum field, not the words. Emotion is the password to access the universe. It's like the frequency of a radio. What you consistently feel, you inevitably attract. Therefore, feel gratitude before you have. Act like someone who already has. Move in the world as if money was flowing is an energetic trick that alters its magnetic field. It is not pretending. It is accessing a version of yourself that already lives this abundance. Because in the quantum plane, everything already exists. All versions of you are available. The broken, the survivor, and the prosperous, the accomplished, the magnetic. What activates one reality or another is the emotional state that you maintain with more constancy. The question is, which frequency do you choose to sustain? You don't have to wait for the money to arrive to feel good. It is feeling well now that he begins to arrive. The scarcity you live today may not be yours. It may have been inherited, absorbed, installed as an invisible virus coming from childhood. Your parents, the culture that surrounded you. We often carry beliefs that we do not choose. Phrases like, life is hard, money is for few, work too much to maybe get something, form a vibrational prison that prevents you from accessing your creative power. But the awakening begins here. You can choose to break with these beliefs. You can observe, question, and free yourself. This does not only happen with books or videos. The deep transformation requires presence. It requires to go to the bottom of the soul and ask yourself, whose voice is this that says I can't? Who was it that taught me that wealth and spirituality do not go together? At what point in my history did I agree to live small? This internal cleaning is liberating, because from the moment you cut the energetic thread that binds you to ancestral scarcity, you make room for a new frequency to install, the frequency of its essence, prosperous, free, and abundant. You are not what you were taught. You are the one who chooses to be from now on. Now that you understand the power of your vibration, comes the most important step, conscious reprogramming. This means acting deliberately to change your energy every day. It's not just about thinking positive, but embodying a new version of yourself. How? Through consistent, intentional, and energetic practices, guided meditation focused on abundance, where you connect with the feeling of already having. Affirmations aligned to their new identity, but felt with true emotion. Creative visualization, where you see yourself living the desired result with details, colors, sounds, and sensations. Conscious physical movement, such as dancing, walking, or breathing with intention, activating the body as a vibrational instrument. And most important, act as one who is already prosperous. Speak, behave, make decisions as one who already trusts the flow of abundance. This daily practice is not a mystical ritual. It is vibrational engineering. You are shaping your energy signature and communicating to the universe, I am ready, I am aligned, And the more you sustain this frequency, the more the universe responds, because he always responds. You only need to speak his language, and that language is the elevated emotion with clear intention. There is a key often ignored in the manifestation of prosperity, the ability to receive. It seems obvious, but it is not. Many people ask for money, desire abundance, but in practice, they block the flow of receiving. How ashamed to accept help, with guilt to earn more than the average, afraid of being judged for having, with unconscious sabotages that make you lose everything when it starts to work. These blockages are signs that the field is still vibrating. Limitation, abundance demands flow. Money is like water, it needs to circulate, and that means allowing yourself to receive with gratitude, without guilt, without fear, without resistance. You deserve it, not because he did something extraordinary, but because it is their divine right to live in fullness. Accepting, allowing, and celebrating what comes is an essential part of the process. If you do not know how to receive, the universe understands that it does not need to send. Then repeat with force, I open myself to receive. I am worthy. I celebrate the flow that comes. I trust in the return of the universe. And see how everything begins to change. When you start aligning your frequency with abundance, something magical happens. The universe responds, not in a logical or predictable way, but in an energetic way. People appear, opportunities arise, paths that before seemed closed begin to open. It is as if reality was conspiring in your favor, because it is. It all begins within you. You are the transmitter, the emitter, and the receiver. It is your vibration that attracts or repels. It's not just about thinking positive, but being positive. Be the frequency, be the energy, be the channel through which abundance flows freely. And when that happens, money is no longer the goal. It becomes an inevitable consequence. Now let's talk about the part that few have the courage to face. Fear, the fear of scarcity, the fear of not having, the fear of losing. This fear is one of the greatest energy blockers of abundance. And do you know why? Because fear is a negative prayer. It is a request for scarcity to continue. Every time you act out of fear, you feed what you fear most. And the universe, which responds to its vibration, delivers just that. Fear generates contraction. Abundance requires expansion. You can't receive with your hands closed. You need to open up, trust, take a deep breath, and allow. Because fear is not an enemy, it is a sign, an invitation, a mirror that shows where there is still something to be healed. And when you heal that, you free yourself. There is a silent law in the universe. What you appreciate multiplies. When you thank for the little becomes much. When you complain of the much disappears. Gratitude is the language of abundance. It is the code that unlocks the door to prosperity. And it's not about thanking mechanically. It's about feeling. It's about vibrating. It's about diving into that state of consciousness where you recognize that you are already blessed, even before you receive. That is faith. That is magnetism. Gratitude is not just a beautiful gesture. It's a spiritual technology. And the more you practice it, the more it activates the frequency of more peace, more love, more money, more life. It all starts with a thank you sense of truth. And now that you've come this far, take a deep breath. Because this journey isn't just about money. It's about remembering who you are. It's about recognizing that you were never small, needy, or incapable. That was a veil, a trick, a lie they told you, and that maybe you believed for too long. But now you know. You are energy in motion. It is magnetic field pulsating possibilities. It is creative consciousness, experiencing matter. And money, it is just a reflection of the frequency you emit. It's not about running after, it's about tuning. So I ask you, what is your frequency now? What is the story that you are telling the universe every day? Because it is listening. He always listens. If this message resonated with you, if it touched something inside, like this video, share with someone who needs to wake up and write here in the comments, I am the frequency of abundance. Thus, you anchor this truth in your field. And remember, money is just the beginning. What's coming is much bigger. If this content has activated something inside you, it does not keep only for you. Enjoy this video, comment below, I am the frequency of abundance, and share with someone who needs to remember their own power. Every time you interact, you not only feed the algorithm, you expand that vibration into the collective. And remember, nothing happens by chance. If you have come this far, it is because your soul is already ready for this transformation. Let us together raise the frequency of the world.